Cats are stupid. Yeah, hello? Jack? Yeah. Chris Chibnall? No, never heard of him.
You remember Doctor Who?
Doctor Who? Yeah, that was that show with Tom Baker, wasn't it? It's pretty good.
He wants to do a reboot.
A reboot? Yeah, I can... Oh, he wants our help. Sure, why don't you just say so?
I just did.
Yeah, I've got a few ideas. Well, for starters, the show was always very progressive, a bit ahead of its time when it came to social values. So what we want to do is not just ramp that up to 11, but also to pretend that this is something new. Make out that it was always this pit of bigotry and oppression, really try to make sure the core fans feel like they're terrible people for having such despicable ideas, for having such hatred towards people that are just different to them.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, you know what else we can do? The show always had pro-social political messages, and it really kind of woven into the narrative. It came at quite a turbulent time in history in that regard, so it was like a ray of hope.
Go on.
Well, we've had equality of the sexes and acceptance of ethnic and sexual minorities for decades now, so it's really important we double down on the political messaging. People love being preached at, so we have to put that front and centre, really drive home what horrible people our viewers are.
That sounds like a bad thing.
Oh, it is a bad thing. Yeah, young people today say they want social justice and nice things for everyone, but really they just want to pretend they're virtuous in front of their friends while advocating to undo all the actual social progress of the last 6 decades. That's who we need to be catering for.
Are you talking about starting a race war?
A race war? No, I don't think we need to go quite that far, although we do need to put every possible minority into a big checklist and ensure that every single one is represented, even if only to be killed off moments later. Like, we could have a random man stand up and announce the word, "I have a husband," and then get blown up. Check same-sex marriage off the list. Done. You know, vacuous tokenism is huge right now.
That sounds like bigotry to me.
Oh, that is bigotry. Yeah, that's what the kids want, though. I mean, I don't make the rules. Also, cast the Doctor as a woman, preferably an outspoken white feminist prone to saying really silly things in public.
How do we write a woman?
No, just write her as a man. Dress him up like that Robin Williams character. What's his name?
Williams.
Mork. That's it. Dress him up like her up like Mork, so nobody can take anything he says seriously. She.
What kind of stories would we tell?
Well, for starters, we could have her undo the civil rights movement. Start with, what's her name? The bus lady.
Rosa Parks?
Rosa Parks. That was it. Legacy laws forcing segregation was a major issue in certain American states at the time, and a big milestone for the civil rights movement was when Rosa Parks famously refused to give up her seat and go to the back of the bus.
But wasn't that staged?
Yeah, I know. Her and her like-minded cohorts planned it in advance. It was symbolic, but it doesn't matter. It was still their struggle. It was their victory. What if we presented it as a genuine, spontaneous event that was orchestrated by some white woman from the future, render everything she did, heck, the entire civil rights movement, completely meaningless?
Why would we want to do that?
For progress. Hey, I don't make the rules. Also, make all the white people of that era comically evil and racist.
But they weren't.
I know, anti-black sentiment was very much a minority position by then, which is why the civil rights movement was able to gain ground so quickly. But a lot of the viewers are going to be young people, ignorant of history, and we have to sell them the cliche that they're just much better people than their grandparents, who were, and still are, despicable bigots. If we're not spoiling future family gatherings, then we're not doing our jobs.
Hooray.
It should help stoke anti-white hatred in ethnic minorities too. Maybe you'll get your race war.
But they'll never buy it.
No, they'll lap it up. These clowns can't see beyond their own noses. Last I heard, they were demanding all references to Hitler and the Nazis be removed from history books so as not to glorify their actions. Cancel culture really is that stupid.
So how are we going to do that?
No, it's easy. All we have to do is prime them.
Prime them?
Prime them, yeah.
How?
Well, I don't know. Take Donald Trump. People don't like him much, right? He's like the epitome of comic book evil, so here's what we do. We get a guy that kind of looks and kind of speaks a bit like Donald Trump, shoehorn him into an early episode and have him act like a bit of a jerk.
By doing what exactly?
Well, he acts like a bit of a jerk.
That's it?
That's it, yeah. That's all he has to do. They watch that, the tribe mentality kicks in. After that, we can get away with anything. We could have the Doctor commit literal genocide of an endangered species, and then go away and laugh about it. If the viewers think we're on their side, they'll love it.
Are you sure?
Hey, I don't make the rules.
We are still talking about Doctor Strange.
Oh, what's that? Doctor Strange? You mean the character from Marvel?
The character from Marvel, yes.
Oh, well, you know, I think that all still works anyway. Just throw some other Marvel characters in there too to generate a bit of interest. I mean, the only thing Doctor Strange has going for him is a silly name.
He's got lots more going for him than that.
I thought I heard you say Chris Chibnall. Oh, you're going to need some antibiotics. This conversation's over. Cats, eh?